there's the wisdom of God and also our own spiritual maturity. As our listeners are listening in tonight, and maybe they're thinking about their own desires. Are they correct desires? And I usually ask a question about, well, is it God's desire or your desire? And I always say they're one and the same, because it says God places those desires on our hearts. So it's like, okay, but which direction do we go to then? It's when, how, today, next week, those little questions I don't think we ask, because it was like, I have freedom just to go, and we do. But there's that divine romance, I would say, that God wants to woo us into his heart in order to, find that, I call it true divine purpose, instead of just, I want. You know? So,
And I would say, Padre, that one of the biggest, most important things is to have clarity, to have awareness. Why do we want what we want? Because that will actually lead us to the core theme. For example, in my life, I really wanted the perfect relationship, the perfect partner, the soulmate. I was chasing that really heavy. And why
don't
did
we
I
all,
want that? I really thought that would make me happy because I couldn't touch and see God at that time. And I wanted it because I wanted love, and I perceived a lack of love in myself. And that's why I wanted someone to love me so I could feel more whole and worthy. And then being self-employed and kind of a freelancing type person, I wanted a steady income, which doesn't quite go together because it's sometimes it flows and sometimes it doesn't. And I wanted that because of security. I wanted to feel secure, and because of a lack of trust. At that time, I couldn't quite trust that. I could see back behind in the past that I was always taken care of, but I couldn't trust that tomorrow I still would be. That was my snag. And then the third desire that was highlighting in my life that came later was, once I got involved spiritually, was for enlightenment. And I had all kinds of conceptions about that. But why did I want it? It's because I wanted to get rid of suffering.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And
interesting.
so I identified a lot of things in preparing for this talk. And then I asked the question, why do we all, and you can all ask yourself that, why do we all want what we want? Why do we want that relationship or that new home, the new car, or the new job, or anything, toys or positions, success, fame, wealth, whatever we want? Not that it's wrong, but why do we really want it? Just keep going. Why? Why do I want it really? Being very honest. And what we get to is that every being just wants to feel good and happy. We just want to feel pleasant within and without. That's it, bottom line.
Bring it on.
And the mind thinks it can figure out, it calculates what's in its realm of possibility, and then it goes for that, which is fine. Like I said, we learn from all of it. And in a way, it's God at play here within us. But I also contemplated about, what does God want? Like you said so beautifully in giving the talk, how does God lean into our desires? And so I thought about that, and either God fulfills them right away, the universe responds and fulfills whatever it is, or it says, wait, I have something better for you when the time is right and when you're ready. Or the third option is God says, no, this would be very detrimental for you. I know you can't see that right now, but it's true. Just trust me. And then it can't happen, which is a good thing. Even if we're heartbroken.
Or hard-headed, when it
Yeah.
comes to that. Because that, especially when it's like, no, I have something better, you're not going to get your heart's desire.